It might feel difficult to eat healthy, all while keeping the cost down. But one expert says there are ways to save your waistline and your wallet at the same time. Joining me now is Jim LaValle, author of Cracking the Metabolic Code. Jim, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Great to be here.
Jim, first of all, can we just start with, can you talk about some of your strategies, your tips for people who want to eat healthy but still stay on a budget?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Frozen vegetables, for example, are a great way. A lot of people don't realize they pick frozen vegetables fresh at their peak ripeness. You can buy them organic if you want to do that to even enhance that nutrient profile even more. And you can reseal them, right? So a lot of times people are buying fresh produce, and if you're living alone or it's only for two people, sometimes that produce is going bad. That's a quick one. If you're kind of following the blue zones or where people have lived the longest, think about eating, eat more vegetables, some fruits, but also don't overdo protein. So many of the times, people are buying the 16-ounce steaks, the 24-ounce steaks even. And so, interchanging different types of protein, even things like incorporating lentils with rice here and there. Some folks are bigger fans of it than others, but I think it's a valuable way that you can help with your budget. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest things that happened when we became empty nesters, we started even ordering our food online as part of a way of managing our meals and really deciding what did we want to eat for the week instead of walking into the grocery store hungry, buying a cart full of food and then half of it going to waste. So those are the quick hit ones that I think are important.
Glad to hear that about the frozen vegetables because I buy a lot of those. So talking about proteins, how can people save money with proteins and find maybe an option that is still healthy, still good for you, but is a little bit cheaper?
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Using protein drinks. A lot of times people are in a rush in the mornings. So doing a protein smoothie in the morning where you're getting 20 to 30 grams of a highly absorbed protein can be valuable. And a lot of those are pretty reasonable. You get a lot of servings out of that. Also, the beans and rice piece, using legumes, that really helps out. Black beans, kidney beans, lentils, making lentil soup and making that part of your meal plan, right? That can be incredibly important. Then just also, if you're going to buy protein, look for smaller servings. I find in general, people eat big servings of, I have a chicken. I'm going to eat 2 chicken breasts instead of 1. I'm going to have that 12 or 16-ounce steak instead of an 8-ounce steak. And try to look for quality as well. Better quality ends up translating to, better for you. And then also, whenever you're trying to eat healthier, you're also trying to control what? You're trying to control the process of inflammation, aging, as well as gaining weight. And sometimes nutrients can be helpful. Big fan of aged garlic extract because of that. I deal with this with patients all the time. Their blood pressure's up a little, their lipids are up a little. They may not be eating the way they need to, and it's hard for them to transition. So compounds that have had 900 publications on them, like aged garlic extract, or otherwise in the public domain known as Kyolic, can really be helpful for people. It helps them to kind of get that extra benefit when maybe you're not always eating as good as you should.
Jim, thank you so much for your time this morning. That's all the time we have. But as we mentioned, he is the author of Cracking the Metabolic Code. So if you're interested in learning some more tips and reading that book, I'm sure you can check that out at a lot of places that sell them. We'll be right back after this.